Ephesians 3 verse 18. May be able to comprehend with all saints what is the breadth, and length, and depth and height. As mentioned before, for these new sowing ranges, its depth is the same as the difficulty of gift operations and hundredfold economic blessings. Why would God design like this? Because every point, it's all about cultivating your character of God. God's purpose, it's not in any way trying to gain an advantage over you. All the processes and tests, including you finding a way out without knowing it, they are all comprehensive tests of God's personality. Let you fully have the personality of God. If you are in a short life, know how to think and act like this, you will suddenly realize that one life is enough. Those who think one life is not enough, because they don't take the truth seriously, observe the anointed ones around you, and think carefully. Why do they act like this? Why do they do this all their lives? This person's personality, purpose, and practice are not typical, and ordinary people won't be like this. But why would he be like this? If you can observe it carefully, you will find this clue. In this way, the reward will be very rich. Although this is found by a role model, and I discovered it by myself without a model. May I ask? There is no role model in the world that I can learn from. These truths are so complicated that it is indescribable. So, where to start? To understand this complexity, we must have a deep and thorough understanding of the principle of sowing. This is depth. Therefore, when we enter the second hundredfold blessing stage of the sowing law, we should pay attention to it. In short, everyone here is listening to what I share. In fact, in your life, many hundred times harvests are waiting. Just change your mantra, face, or thoughts. Then, you can instantly get 100-fold the return of such a thing. It is not limited to the present moment but obtained in eternity. Simultaneously. However, everything not harvested before will also be unavailable for eternity. This does not mean that you have never sown these seeds. It's just that you are different from farmers, ready to harvest these harvests. Therefore, change your thoughts and mantras, and take me as a reference, and you can get it. Then go to the third depth, that is, another 100 times the return. They loved not their lives unto the death. Admittedly, we always feel that many things in life belong to ourselves. Whether it's a house, a field, or a time, they all belong to your life. However, you must see through everything in life for the sake of faith. Be prepared to commit martyrdom at any time. In this way, it reflects your real views and reactions to everything. In fact, it is the test of whether we can get this 100-fold blessing. Often cares about gains and losses, and in the gains and losses, we are tested most frequently. Its face. In the messages we distribute on YouTube, Facebook, and other platforms, it is easy to find that many people fight or have disputes in road traffic. All stem from face issues. In fact, the third deep test, it happens more times every day than you think. To test whether you love God without risking your life unto death and walk this heavenly path. These tests reveal your values. For example, in our lives, some things are given by nature, others are earned through hard work. For example, parents and children are all given to us by life, and houses and fields are acquired by us later in life. These are all things that we see as valuable. In life, these values are reflected at any time. Do you believe in and love the Lord even if you don't love your life unto death? And keep your faith. It often shows that. First, your first reaction to the test. Second, will you overcome the first fear of death reaction and keep doing it? What I can see most clearly is the hydrogen peroxide incident. Then, I met those pastors. In contrast, you immediately know the difference between the two. They and I both think that hydrogen peroxide is a good thing that can treat patients. However, don't expect them to believe for the sake of faith. They loved not their lives unto the death, and don't even think about it. You are on the verge of death and suffering from cancer. It's your business. What does it have to do with me? The most important thing is to maintain the number and dedication of our church. They clearly know that hydrogen peroxide can treat many incurable diseases and problems. There is also a lot of witness support, and even reaching the stage of everyone's recognition. But in an instant, the violent troublemaker, one of the slanderers, I was interviewed in the afternoon of the same day, pointing out that we were a cult. How ridiculous it is to do such a thing. That's what I mean. His first reaction was obviously afraid of death. Ephesians 3 verse 18. May be able to comprehend with all saints what is the breadth, and length, and depth and height.
We're called to be a sign to all you nations. Go that extra mile. We'll shout it out to every women, men, and child. We shall declare his name, exalt our Father, glorify his kingdom. Tonight, life renews tonight. Messengers of the light. Tonight, life renews tonight. Messengers of